Caresha is being sued because she was using the ActBad brand to profit. So I posted my video on TikTok detailing the information that I actually took the time out to research, because at first, when the news broke about Caresha being served at the pool party, there wasn't much information as to why she was being sued. I didn't even go on the Breakfast Club. I didn't go through anybody's commentary. I just used my noggin. I understood what infringement meant. I understood and overstood actually what trademark meant. But most people that came to my comments on TikTok had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. I want you to meet Charles Kenyatta Jr. He is the guy that I mentioned in my video that I posted 3 hours ago. And I immediately was met with a comment saying that I didn't do my research, which in fact, I did. The article that I was reading from stated that Charles Kenyatta Jr. was an inmate whom had some type of business dealings with Diddy. So Diddy is not unaware of who Charles is. But what Charles is claiming is that Diddy and he had a contract. So Charles Kenyatta Jr., an inmate at the time at Collins Correctional Facility. Now, I'm not sure if he's still in jail or not, because I do see recent posts on his Instagram. But in the lawsuit, Kenyatta Jr. claims that Diddy is making money off of his trademark for the ActBad brand. Although Diddy has a binding legal document for the trademark to be a part of his company, Bad Boys Part 4 LLC, he wasn't given permission to make money off of it, where people need to pay attention. Kenyatta Jr. also claimed that Diddy and an unknown associate forced him out of the original trademark agreement, stating that Diddy infringed on the trademark. His suit added, Sean Combs made a song called ActBad and wanted to sell ActBad merchandise, a percentage of the net profits for record songs and music videos, also a percentage of merchandise, t-shirts, hats, etc. Charles Kenyatta Jr. did not sign the contract because he was incarcerated, and any contract should be forwarded to his power of attorney to sign on his behalf, but it was not done. You also need to be aware that this has been pending since as early as January. Diddy and Caresha knew of Charles. They just was blowing him off, or maybe Caresha felt like Diddy's team will handle it. I don't know, because she posted and said that she was tired. He wants to go viral, but he is a process server. And with this being a high profile case, especially with Diddy's name being attached to it, you have to make for sure you document. However, Kenyatta says that Diddy stopped responding to emails from his lawyers after bringing up the trademark. Sean Combs made a song called ActBad and wanted to sell ActBad merchandise, as I stated before. And again, Diddy and Caresha should not even be surprised about this, because this information was out as early as January. Also, Breakfast Club covered this case about a week ago. Somebody sent me the article on TikTok because someone came in my comments and said that I was spreading misinformation. And this is prior to me getting all this confirmation from other sources. I just use my noggin. Also, something that I feel is very, very important, because if you know anything about trademarks, it's a headache. You have to get lawyers involved. You have to go through the courts, and you have to ensure that your paperwork is in order. And it is a pretty penny to trademark your business. Amongst all the things that I've just explained to you, because Charles was locked up, he feels as though Combs tried to take advantage of that. At first, Diddy was responsive. He was trying to work up an agreement with him, but ultimately, he ended up taking the man off of his own paperwork and putting someone down, which he has in the paperwork as John Doe, and moving forward with using his brand's name, including selling merchandise and making a song with Caresha. That's where Caresha comes into all of this. Whether she was selling merchandise or not, if she benefited off of the brand ActBad, he is holding her responsible. That's what that means. Someone asked me to speak about the Caresha situation. How do I feel about how she's being roped into this Diddy situation, right? Here's what I'll say. And I say this all the time. We have women out here that seriously believes that every woman is jealous of them, when all we want is the best for you, babes. We don't want to see you drugged down in the mud. We don't want to see you miserable. We don't want to see you hopeless. We don't want to see you hurt. We don't want to see you tired. But I remember a time when people were trying to convince Caresha that she was enough. But she didn't see it for herself, in my opinion. This isn't to be mean. This isn't to be rude. This is really coming from a loving place. I don't want to see another Caresha out here. So if a person beside you, around you at this current moment is telling you to beware of the person that you're dating because they're worried about you, take heed. Because if Caresha thinks for one moment she's not going to be wrapped up into this Rico, she got another thing coming. And you can't go in there saying, oh, well, you know, Diddy's my boyfriend, or, oh, well, I got money, or that. None of that matters to the feds. They want to know what they want to know. And they're going to do whatever they need to get close to the big fish, i.e. Diddy. Diddy's going to do what he needs to do to protect himself. He'll take his lick. But we did see that when the feds showed up to his house, he was nowhere to be found. But I truly hope he has a change of heart for Caresha's sake. I will have new visitors. If you could, so kindly subscribe and like the channel. Make sure you check out my past commentary about Diddy. I will see you guys in the comments. Y'all be safe.
Warning, warning, warning.